Welcome to Noah and Joe Making Bread. Episode 1, sourdough.
Episode 1 of 10,000. First thing you want to do, what they call the float test.
Yeah.
Which is, as you might be able to guess, you see if it floats in water.
The whole thing.
The whole, as much as you need.
The whole 150.
A little bit, and then you'll see if it's ready.
What happens if it doesn't float?
Well, then we're going to have to feed it and then do it another time.
And that's the end of episode 1.
Nice and bubbly. If you take the lid off, it's kind of... look at all them bubbles. 300 of water.
Yeah.
300 Gs.
Is that part of the recipe?
This is part of the recipe.
And we're also going to use it to do the float
Yes,
test.
well, I know it's going to float, so
Yeah.
we might as well just kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Well, when you know, you know.
Yeah.
300. That is pretty much exactly 300.
That's pretty good.
Look at that. There's like
That's pretty
nothing
good.
in there.
Pour
Right,
out what's left in there. Yeah. 2 grams.
float test. There she floats.
Bosh. Nice.
So we're gonna take this up to 400 grams total. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm good at maths, I leave it at the 300 that the water's already got in there.
Yeah,
and then I know that 100 plus 300 is
400.
It's 400. Right, so there we go, 400.
Perfect. Done.
And then that's kind of what you got left. And then you just put that in the fridge. And then the next time you want to make bread, just
add to it.
50 ml of bread flour, 50 ml of water. So just mixing this up, breaking up the...
All the
good. Watch out. Well, that's that extra 2 ml.
So hold on, we've done 300 ml of water.
That's right.
We've done 100 grams of starter.
That is also right, yeah.
That's in there. Now we're doing flour. How much?
We're going to do 450 grams of proper bread flour.
Nice. We're just making bread the old-fashioned way, which is like sort of 2 guys just
putting
flour and water in a bowl.
2 guys, 2 cameras.
Yeah, just how they did it in
the old days.
Morocco.
Exactly.
Which was the first bread.
First bread in Morocco, was it?
I don't know. I think so.
Could be.
I think it was. There was a story
What type
about
of bread would that be?
circular.
It's not much help.
Circular and a little bit sweet. It's like slightly flat. Have you been to Morocco?
No.
Okay. They have a type of bread. It's also like a little bit sweet. And the original bread I think was made. So the fermentation would happen because they'd make the dough. This is sourdough.
Right.
And this episode's about sourdough. So the
Sure.
story actually is more relevant than I thought.
Okay, yeah.
The original sourdough was they'd make dough and they'd leave it outside and it was hot. And it would sort of just naturally ferment in the sun and then they'd bake it. And that was the first sourdough. And I'm pretty sure it was in Morocco. I don't know that for a fact though.
Nice.
Yeah, the original bread.
That is interesting. Well, I mean, that's basically what I did, but instead of putting it outside, I left this sort of shit in my airing cupboard. So...
You're basically Moroccan.
I am essentially a Moroccan man.
Mm-hmm.
So you can sort of do this in stages, sort of get it slightly easier to mix. Or you can just whack it all in at the same time, and to be honest, it doesn't make any difference at all. So I'm just going to do that.
Do that. Standard.
So that'll do for now, and then we're going to get the whole...
Can I keep fucking with it?
If you have to, yeah.
Yeah, cool. Sick. This reminds me of when I was a kid and I used to go to La Porchetta on Stroud Green Road.
Oh, yeah?
And they'd give me like a dough ball to play with at the table.
Oh, nice, yeah.
Before the food came
Raw
out.
dough.
Yeah, raw dough.
Nice.
Because I was just
and then you stick it under the table.
Because I was just thought, we can I just eat it?
Stick it, oh, nice.
Delicious filling.
Beautiful. Fresh dough.
It could kill you if you ate this.
It's definitely not good for you. So
wait, how much did you put in there?
50 grams.
50 grams of wholemeal in.
And then I am also going to need some sal in here.
Yep.
It's more than you think you need.
No, yeah, I hear that. I do hear that.
So I'm tempted to just put my hands in it.
Like that.
Yeah.
That'll season that. That'll season that.
You basically just want all the flour to be dissolved.
Yeah, to be fair, you put the
really...
flour in after you'd started mixing the other flour. Maybe that dried it out a little bit.
Yeah.
The outside of it is drier than the inside.
There you go. The inside's bone dry.
The inside's dry or wet?
It's wet. It's soaking wet. Cool. That's that's all you need to do right now. Ideally you don't get your hands covered in berries.
I feel like we both seem kind of dumb.
I was just buying loads of mugs recently.
Just buying loads of footballs.
Yeah. For the kids. Right. And then just put it on the top and then leave it somewhere warm for about an hour. Plastic bag's nice because it's like you can cling it,
Yeah.
but then you're using a load of cling film.
True. Not reusable.
It's not reusable. This you can use again and again, and then you can take it to the shop afterwards if you need to.
Yeah.
It looks the same, which is how it should look. What we're going to do is stretch and fold. And we're going to need wet hands to do that.
Perfect.
So
my hands are always wet.
Okay, nice.
Because you're showing me how to stretch and fold.
It's true, yeah. Just sort of room temp water. And you got to be kind of aggressive with the dough. You got to show it who's in charge. If you let it, if you give it too much slack, then it will really take the piss. And,
it's like slime.
It'll stick to you.
Have you seen those slime accounts on Instagram?
Yeah.
Where it's like if you're quick with the slime, it won't stick to you. Whereas if you squeeze it and hold it, then it will stick to you.
Well, yeah, the longer you hold it, the stickier it gets. It's nothing funny about that. You want to be gentle, just like underneath, scoop it up like a baby.
Yeah.
And stretch it, holding it from the head. Also,
and
like
then
a
shake
baby.
it like a
yeah,
baby.
exactly. Hold the baby from the head.
Yeah.
And let its body, well, if you want your baby to have a nice long neck, which, you should really, just hold it from the top and then it'll elongate.
Yeah.
You can see it's already starting to tense up a bit and it stops dropping so quickly.
True.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's once you can feel it starting to do that.
Would you ever?
There's something going on in there. There's some gluten developing.
Yeah. It's quite it is quite tense. Like I suppose the last time I slapped and folded was a focaccia, which is so wet.
It's loose as anything.
But I guess this is
just like 2-3 of those and it's already like tense.
Easy. Back into the bag for half an hour.
Yeah.
Vibe.
Well, it's already risen. So it's good to loosen it up a bit first, like get around the outside, just make sure it's not stuck to the bottom. And then, same like right underneath it, so it sticks in the middle. Nice. That'll do.
Sure. Okay, yeah, sweet.
You don't want like to get too much water in the dough, you just want your hands to be wet, really.
Fair.
Yeah, you gotta lift.
Go. Safe.
And then let it go. You can see how much it's already tensed up just since you've done it. Nice. Sweet. Back in the bag. Another half hour.
Here's the dough.
Here's the dough.
We made it, slapped and folded it.
Yeah. 3 times, half an hour apart.
In the airing cupboard.
And then in the airing cupboard for 2 hours.
Yeah.
And now we're basically going to get it in here. We're going to shape it into a lovely ball.
Perfect.
And put it into this proving basket. So the first thing I'm going to do is just sort of lightly flour the top of this so that it doesn't stick to the workbench. You don't want to use too much flour that changes the chemistry of the dough.
Is it going to come out of this easy?
No, not easily. Okay. It'll be reluctant. It's going to be stuck to the bottom. But if you've got floured hands and a floured surface,
do you So when I've made bread before, and I've had to take it out of the bowl, usually it like breaks the structure and a lot of air comes out and it like shrinks.
So if you do it properly, that won't happen. It'll shrink a bit. Definitely, you'll lose quite a bit of air.
So that's normal.
But you're going to put it in the fridge overnight after that.
So it's going to prove again.
It's going to prove again. This was just the sort of bulk ferment, and then it'll just slowly increase in size a little bit.
Overnight.
Sick. The other thing we want to do is with this, we want to take a little sieve, ideally one that isn't wet.
Yeah. We'll be back after these short messages.
So we'll use a bigger one.
Really short messages.
Yeah. And basically, you'll
just
dust the whole thing. So.
Am I shaking it? Or
no, I would just move it around so we cover every inch of it. This is just going to stop it sticking to the proving basket. which is vitally important.
Yeah, over there.
You want to get most of it right at the bottom.
Oh yeah.
Because that's where it likes to stick.
Well, on the sides here.
Yeah, sides as well.
Bosh. And they can see that up there.
They sure can, yeah. Get a little more on the sides.
Yeah. Yeah.
There, that'll do.
Perfect. That's floured. Surface is floured. Hands are floured. Top is floured. So now
with floured hands,
you go.
I will. Floured wrist.
Yeah. Super important to make sure your wrists are dry.
You're going to take it out. So you just sort of go with very floured hands.
Okay, cool. So it's, yeah.
Keeping...
That's a Tekka's.
This is the top together. So you really don't want to mix it at all because this is going to go down on this side.
Right. That's going to go down on that side.
So this is going to go...
on the surface.
Tuck it out just straight onto there.
Yeah.
And then there she is.
That feels like the type of thing that's going to take a while to get good at. The Tekka's of having good hands and not breaking it.
For sure. The first time you try it, it is a process. It's not something that you can really just be great at first time.
No.
It is a bit weird getting used to touching something that
Feels
feels like it doesn't
want
want to be touched. Yeah. And then you're just going to stretch it out a little bit, like so. And then what I like to do is give it a little 1-fold, 2-fold, 3 folds over.
Nice.
And tuck it.
Whoa. That's proper bread Tekka's, man.
You know. Tuck and fold. It's nice and you can feel it's nice and warm. So
yeah.
You are going to be taking
soft.
Quite a bit of air out of it. But that's it.
Bosh.
And then hit it with a little bit of extra flour before
nice
it goes.
Couple bubbles in there. Yeah, I suppose it's like you just practice. And then I was shit at making bread for years.
And then you're going to give it a nice stitch up, which is the sort of...
So the smooth side, the nice side, goes into the bottom.
Yeah.
Because that's the side that's going to look good.
Yeah. So that's literally it.
That's it. So that's going to go in the fridge.
In a bag.
Yep.
The trusty Sports Direct bag.
Mm-hmm. Great. And then that comes out tomorrow. Right.
Okay, so yeah, here we go. Here's the bread after having spent a night in the fridge.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. Beautiful.
Nice and firm.
Beautiful little loaf. What we're going to do is put it straight onto our makeshift peel, which is just, you can use a chopping board.
Sweet.
Anything that's sort of unfinished wood is quite good with flour. Stops things sticking to it when you flour it up nice.
Mm-hmm. And I suppose we're going to flip it out, and that's why we floured the surface of the inside of the bowl, so that this is easy, so that this comes out easily.
Exactly. We're going to flour this down here, so that... Well, basically, this is going... So the loaf's going to go on here, and then from here into the Dutch oven, which is preheating right now. It goes into the Dutch oven because the Dutch oven seals in all the moisture that comes out of the bread when it's baking. So hits the hot Dutch oven... Moisture evaporates, creates a sort of steam oven within the Dutch oven.
Right.
And then the steam stops it from forming a crust immediately. So then it rises without forming a crust.
Nice.
And then eventually that steam will dissipate. Eventually you take the lid off about 40 minutes into the bake.
And then it gets the crust.
And a nice crust will develop.
So it's like an alternative to putting, sometimes I've seen people put like water in the oven. Like if they're not using a Dutch oven, right?
Yeah, exactly. So if you're open baking, if you don't have a Dutch oven, you can put like a baking tray down and just heat that up and then put this straight onto a hot baking tray and have another baking tray underneath that's also being heated up. And then when you put the loaf in, whack in a bit of hot water into the bottom and then it'll create a steam oven in the oven. It's just a little bit less reliable.
Fair.
It's not going to be perfect every time.
Not like this one.
Not like this method.
Not like this guy.
Which is going to be bloody lovely. So yeah, just make sure it's not stuck anywhere. There you go.
Beautiful.
Beautiful loaf.
Can I ask you a question before we score it?
Yeah.
If I don't have one of these baskets, can I just use a silver bowl?
No, you can't.
Okay.
You can use a silver bowl with
like a muslin.
Tea towel in
it, okay, because it needs to have some.
Yeah, but even then, it is quite difficult to get it not to stick. You need to use like loads and loads of flour.
Fair.
You won't get this lovely design on it.
No, true. Because I was just thinking that design's so nice, but I don't have that.
Yeah, and these cost about I don't know, like 15 quid on Amazon or something.
Yeah.
Just surprisingly expensive for what is essentially a fucking wooden bowl.
Yeah.
But maybe you could make one yourself. I don't know what they're made from.
Bamboo?
Maybe reeds.
Yeah. What else could it be?
I really don't know.
Hair.
Hair, yeah. Dog's hair. But yeah, you can just use a bowl and then a tea towel if you put like loads and loads of flour in.
Sweet.
So, the scoring, trusty razor blade.
Mm-hmm.
And then you basically just want to do one nice, sort of at an angle, like one of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Quite deep.
And that will then like open up like a beautiful little flower.
Yeah.
Nice.
Look at that. Then you can add some little fun extra designs if you want. So this side's a little bit bigger. So
Can I put one in?
yeah, go on. So if
Can I put whatever I want in?
Yeah, do what you want. Go on.
Yeah. Done.
There you go. Go on, do the other side as well then if you're going to do that side.
Is that
Make it
okay?
symmetrical. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I would say, yeah. Maybe don't go that deep usually, but yeah. Cool.
Gosh.
There you go. So now what we're going to do is put this bad boy into the oven. So this oven's been on, not on the fan setting, but on just sort of like get hot setting.
Yeah.
Heat from the bottom. Easy.
Boy.
Yeah. And it's been in there for about half an hour. This has.
Nice. So it's nice and hot.
Yeah.
Where are you going to put that?
Yeah.
Nice. Perfect. And what? Just slide that in.
Yeah. Then I'm just going to slide it in. Just move that. So make sure it's sliding around.
Mm-hmm.
And then just all the way in.
Beaut.
There you go.
It's really developed like a nice skin on it.
Yeah. That's the idea. And then you put the lid on.
And then that goes in for how long?
That goes in for 40 minutes. And then, oh, thank you. And after 40 minutes, I'm going to take the lid off.
The bread's gone in, and it's been in for 40 minutes with the lid on. Lid's come off, and then 10, maybe 12 minutes.
10, 12 minutes, yeah, until it looks a nice golden brown. It's now in the oven. We're going to pull it out. We're going to see how it's looking.
Perfect. So we need something, yeah, nice.
Filthy rag. Let's turn that one upside down. Still filthy on that side.
That's what.
All the rags are filthy. Clean but dirty, you know?
Yeah. Been cleaned.
Been cleaned.
But just stained.
Stained, yeah. Stained clean.
It's stinky because it's clean.
Exactly, yeah.
Beautiful.
We got bread.
That looks really nice, actually. Yeah.
Doesn't it? Isn't that a lovely loaf?
Beautiful little patterns on the side
Well
there.
done, whoever scored that.
Yeah.
Fantastic job.
And now we're going to cut into it.
Well, no. Now we're going to leave it for an hour,
Fair.
which, may feel like a long time when you got the fresh smell of bread
Will it still be nice and warm?
penetrating your nose.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'll still be nice and warm. It's just there's quite a lot of moisture going on inside of the bread. You want to let it settle, let everything hang out for a bit. It's very hot, but you can, if you want to make sure that it's done, which you can pretty much see that it is, but pull it out with a clean tea towel.
Yeah, stained but clean.
And you can have a look at the bottom there. Give it a little.
Yeah.
Sounds like a drum.
It's been an hour.
Yeah. It should be an hour. It's been 20 minutes.
I'm impatient.
Yeah. So we're going to cut it open.
A bit in there. Let's just do that. Boom. Can they see that?
Yeah. Look at that. Pretty good.
Damn.
Nice crumb.
Yeah. Big holes.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you want.
Yeah, you want some big holes.
Can I cut off a slice?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, I think that is lovely, isn't it?
You want to have some?
Yeah. With butter out.
You want... No. Let's go with butter for the first bit.
You're fucked.
Pure bread, warm like this, soft and wet.
Need butter. All bread craves butter.
That's some ASMR right there. So that's that. Episode 1 done. Sourdough bread. That's how you make it. That's how you slice it.
That's how you eat it.
See you next time.
Take some with you.
How you pronounce his name?
Yeah, is it easier than you thought it would be? Make sourdough?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
Oh, it goes on that one.